everyone, and welcome back to another episode of A Magic You. My name is Yulisa. I am your host for this podcast, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. We have made it 6 months with this podcast. I'm super proud of myself for staying consistent, and even though there's been times like today where I honestly feel like crap, I'm still here recording, and I'm putting this out there for you guys because I do get messages saying if I don't, or if I'm like feeling like I don't or something, I do get people that tell me that they miss the podcast or the episode or whatever it is, but I've only ever, I think, taken a 1-week break. With that being said, I was also thinking, do I want to split it and make it into a season thing or just keep on rolling and just add on the episodes? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's something I've been thinking about too. Anyway, I hope that you all have had a great Christmas or, just time with family, depending on if you celebrate Christmas or not. Ty and I did go to Illinois and we were there for about a week and then we came back. So we spent a lot of time in the car, and then we went to visit his family, and then it's been back to work for a little bit. And I just swear the time just flies by as you're busy. So I'm actually really happy to be back getting my routine down because it has been really hard to wake up, which is not usual for me, and I think it might be the sickness. Anyway, in today's episode, we are going to be discussing flipping the switch and just gently gliding into the new year. I say gliding because when people jump in, they don't always tend to stick with their New Year's resolutions or things that they say they're going to do. Now, this doesn't mean it's going to be you, but it's definitely more achievable taking baby steps. Before we get into all that good, juicy knowledge, I did have a few updates. Really, though, not many. First one is, though, I started juicing, and I'm really excited, guys. So I had got this juicer from a garage sale. It was like brand new in box over, I think, the summer or fall of this year. I got it for $5. And it's been sitting in my basement. I haven't had a chance to use it until finally this past weekend. I went to the store. I got a bunch of fruits and vegetables, and I decided I'm going to go for it. So I ended up juicing carrots, cucumbers, beets, ginger. I have some lemon juice I added into all that, pomegranate, pineapple, and apples. And it was so good. I did everything separate and then kind of mixed things as I wanted. So my first juice was a carrot, ginger, lemon, cucumber maybe? I don't even remember. And today I am currently sipping on a beet pomegranate ginger juice. I did end up doing my whole 30 for 3 weeks, so I didn't make it to the full 30, but I did 21 days of whole 30 before I went home, and I tried my very, very best to not go crazy when I was home, more so because I knew my tummy was not going to be happy. And sure enough, I had some tummy problems just from eating sugars and breads and dairy. Again, I wasn't trying to do that on purpose, but it's just really hard to eat as clean as I do when we're not like around family or holidays and things. So I'm really excited to get back on the paleo whole 30 cleanse as the new year comes around and just being home in general. I've come to realize that that is going to be my go-to way of eating, and if we decide to go out to eat, then I'm fine with, maybe having some wings out if they are breaded. That it is what it is, but I just have to have my Wonder Belly. I don't know if you guys have had it. It's like a little chalky tablet kind of, but it helps with bloating, and I've really enjoyed it. Okay, I think that's really all the updates I have. I don't have too much, so let's just get into it. 2025. Let's take a moment. Can we believe this? Because I cannot. Take a step back and reflect on what 2024 has been for you. So just take a moment. For me, personally, it has been a roller coaster of a ride. It has been a lot of growth and a lot of spiritual growth towards the beginning. And then towards this last end, it has been more so, I guess, just finding what I'm supposed to be doing, because I've also felt a little lost, even though the beginning was very much more found. I have no idea if this even makes sense, but it's been a roller coaster. And I've heard that from a lot of other people too, that 2024 was challenging, rewarding, or just had a lot of ups and downs, and they're just ready for the new year, and I'm here with you. I don't know if anyone else has also felt this, but since I honestly want to say April, I have known that 2025 is going to be a big year. Something in my gut just keeps telling me it's going to be a big, big year of either like birth, rebirth, something big is coming. I don't know, just sharing because if you've been feeling this way too, maybe there's a reason for it, right? And I just can't let go that feeling. We do have some big things coming up that I won't be discussing just yet because they are super new, super, super big. But yeah, it's kind of just been crazy already and it hasn't even started. And as the new year comes around, most people want to start New Year's resolutions or more so just, new year, new me and trying all this stuff out as soon as January hits. But instead of, I've said it for the past few episodes, instead of waiting for the new year to hit to start it when you're thinking about it, start it middle of the month. Who cares? The point is that you're starting it. But instead of leaping into this new year, going full force, day one, week one, full month of January, and then falling off in February, take these next few days to plan out your year, your month, to reflect on this past year, things you maybe didn't get to accomplish, things that you look forward to accomplishing, and things that you just want to do. Set up some goals. Now, this podcast is to help inspire you and find the magic within you to come out and shine bright. So look deep within yourself for these answers. Spend time alone, spend time meditating, spend time baking, cooking, whatever it is in your thoughts. Soak in them and start just thinking about what it is that you have been wanting, that maybe you've been putting your own boulder in front of yourself, that you haven't been able to achieve it for whatever the reason is. We tend to self-sabotage ourselves when that ego likes to decide or say that we can't do something. And then we just go with it. Instead of questioning it or avoiding it or ignoring it, we just step back and give up. Well, instead of letting your ego win this time around, put goals in place, baby steps to how you're going to get whatever it is you want to achieve. Flip the switch and make the changes that you want to see. And what do I mean when I say this? I mean the aha moments that when you realize what you need to do. Maybe it hasn't came to you just yet. Maybe it hasn't come to you, right? But that's okay. Because if you know that you have been waiting for this aha moment or something that you've been waiting for, pray on it, think about it, meditate, journal, keep thinking and keep just waiting for it because it's going to happen. It could happen in the middle of the night where you wake up crying and you realize you have an epiphany that you're not supposed to be doing whatever it is you're doing and you're on a whole different path and it's time to switch. Those moments happen. They're real. It could be a thought that you have been pondering for so long. These thoughts come to us for a reason. Don't let it just fly by. Take action on it. When you have these aha moments, take a step back, look at them, and think about what it is you need to do. Most of the time, it is a mindset shift that we need to make in order for us to start getting the ball rolling on it. If it's weight loss, it could be instead of changing the thought of I need to lose weight, it's more so changing your full 360 lifestyle, and that's when the weight will shut off. You won't be thinking about the number on the scale. You'll be thinking about the food that you crave that is now better for you in your body and not the lack of what you are missing. If it is finances and you need a budget, instead of thinking, oh my God, I need to save X amount of dollars, it's okay, what can I cut on? Because I actually really don't need to buy myself 2 coffees a day. And I can really start making that at home. And that alone will save you, X amount of dollars. It's making mindset shifts that will work in the long run, that aren't just jumping in to the new year, into these new goals. It's easing your way in with a plan. When you start thinking about what you're going to do and you start creating this not illusion, but this dream, and you start making achievable goals to get this dream, then the magic starts happening. Once you start planning, you're already getting the wheels going. When you start getting the wheels going, you start getting the car moving, your feet start going, you start doing what it is you want to do. But it all starts with the thought, just like a tree or any other plant, it all starts from a seed, it germinates, then it's a sprout, and then it keeps going. Your goal is that big apple tree. That apple that came from the tree, that is your goal. But right now, we are at a seed, and soon enough, we will be at a little sprout, a little germinating sprout, and then it'll keep growing into this big, beautiful tree. I don't even know if these analogies help. I feel like I may just be rambling, but they might help. The point of it is to stop waiting and stop saying that you're going to do something and pushing it off for the future, and start making that future now. 2025 is going to be a huge year. I just feel it, and I can't be the only one. So, if you see somebody with something you want, look at where they've been. Most people don't just get things out of the blue. Most people have worked for them, worked for whatever it is, even if it is in silence. Not everything on social media is how it is. Things on social media aren't what they seem. People post a lot of the highlights and not a lot of the lows, but because it's hard to post the lows, and to be that vulnerable, that's a whole different story. But the point is that people work for what they have. And if you are an honest person that is grinding for the things you want, and you just keep on grinding and working and staying hopeful and true to yourself and what you want, it's going to come to you, but you have to believe in yourself. There's people that go after their goals, and if they see someone that has something they want, they say, that's amazing. How do I do it? If they can do it, I can do it. And then there's people that say, must be nice. And then they're just salty. The ones who say must be nice, and instead of going for those goals, they're not going to achieve what it is because they're not going after it. They're not looking at the hard work and sacrifices whoever had to make to get what it is that they want. They're just thinking that they want it to fall in their lap. Make the changes, do the work, and you'll see the results. And I stand by that. We can't always get things we want instantly. That's not how this life works. But if you want it bad enough, you can and you will get it. That is something I swear by. Maybe it's because I watched The Secret in 2006 when I was 8 years old. And they just talked about how anything it is in this world that you want, you can achieve, because we're all energy and our thoughts are energy. Our voice, what we say, it all comes down to energy, You can do anything. And I believe in it. I do. I've had people tell me it must be nice to have the things I have or be in the spot I am, but also I don't think that they look at all the sacrifices I've made or the hard work I put in. It's just more so the spot I'm standing in now. I often hear, you can't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20 or 10 or whatever. And it's true, because we all start from somewhere, whatever it is, and everyone's path just looks so different. Comparison is truly the thief of joy. So, what I want you to do is, it is currently December 30th. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, and the next day is the new year. Okay? The time is crunching, and it's time for you to start planning your goals this year. Get a piece of paper out, get some fun color pencils out, get some stickers, go to Hobby Lobby, go to Michael's, go to the dollar store, go wherever and get these things, okay? Or if you don't want to do all that, just get a really good jelly pen and a good piece of paper. And start thinking about what it is this year that you want to achieve. What do you want to see yourself doing? If it's concerts, if it's a vacation, if it's a new car, if it's to lose weight, to get fit, to learn a new skill, to learn a new language, whatever it may be, write these things down. And don't think that more than one thing is too much, because you can achieve more than one thing in a year. You can do so much. It's all up to you and how you're going to dedicate your time. Okay, so you've got your favorite pen and a really good sheet of paper, maybe some colors. We're excited. It's going to be a good little journal sesh. We're going to plan this out. So you start writing down your goals, what it is you want to do. Your first goal. Okay, let's say you want to save some money. So originally I had said 10 grand and I totally just cut that whole section out because I'm like, what the hell am I saying? That's like a lot of money. And times are freaking rough right now. So I don't know why. I think 10 is just like an easy number, but not 10 grand. So anyway, you want to save some money, let's say a couple hundred. I feel like a couple hundred is more doable depending on everyone's circumstances. Again, not everyone will be the same. Let's say 5. You want to save $500 extra dollars the rest of the year, just for the end of the year. You just want an extra 5. Okay, so you want to save 500 by the end of the year. You have 12 months to do it, and that's your goal. You have to save like $42 a month. That's just an example. Set yourself for attainable goals. But it's also about stop procrastinating and looking at, like for that example, you're not procrastinating on budgeting and looking at where your money's going, the subscriptions you have, where you spend most of your money. Oftentimes, we don't look at these things because we are, one, scared, two, because we don't want to see the truth. We don't want to know where our money's going, and we don't want to acknowledge the reality of it. And that's wrong because we're not going to get anywhere by avoiding it. If it's your health and you start thinking of, okay, I got to cut out junk food, but it's hard for you to cut out junk food. All right, start with 1, start with 2. Start by taking out 2 and adding 2 good things, like 2 good vegetables. The point is not to jump into everything, but to make achievable, attainable goals. Little goals that then add onto the big picture that will be attainable in the long run. If somebody were to go out to eat every single day and they decide they want to stop going out to eat to save money, to eat better, and all of a sudden they're like, I'm done, I'm not doing it, and I'm going to cook every day, and then they decide that one day they actually have no time and they need to go out and get a meal, then they're going to feel bad because they weren't able to do every day. If you tell yourself that you are going to eat from home and make your own meals 4 times a week instead of 7, it gives you a little bit more leeway because we are so mean to ourselves. So that way you can still go out eat a healthy meal if you depending on what you go get, but it doesn't break you down to want to just quit or give up. So write down what it is you want to do. Start planning out your year in quarters, months, weeks, whatever it is. And also when in the year you're going to look back at this. If it's something you really want to do, you have to keep yourself accountable and look back at your goals and reassess where you're sitting. Maybe it wasn't attainable and you tried your absolute best. Okay, reshift. What else can we do? How much can we save? What else can we change in our diet? There's different things that we can do, but giving up is not an option. And if you do give up, then how are you supposed to achieve and attain these goals? Nobody's going to do this for you. I'll say it again. No one's going to do it for you. Everyone has their own things going on. So if it's something you want to do, you have to do it. If you don't know where to start and you just cannot get yourself to get a piece of paper and a pen, start by decluttering. Start by cleaning the main areas that you use because the energy will shift. By cleaning, you'll feel so much better, and then after that, you might be able to write something down or feel better about it. Because maybe you don't want to start writing these in like a messy space, and I get that. So start by cleaning. Who doesn't love a good clean house, a good clean room, a clean bathroom? That changes the way you feel, and how you feel then vibrates and goes everywhere else in what you're doing. So this new year, take the baby steps, swiftly ride your way into the new year by looking at your goals and ways that you're going to achieve them. Don't make big, drastic jumps off cliffs that you're going to be swallowed into. You want to do things that are achievable and attainable for you and that you're going to feel good about. because it feels good to check things off your list, and it feels really crappy when you put these really high goals and expectations for yourself and you don't follow through with them, or things come up. And things can come up, that's totally different, but it's when you give up on yourself because the ego tries to take over. Wow, that was good. That was some gold right there, guys. I will share a little bit about my goals. I guess I haven't really thought about them either. So I'm going to be joining you on this homework. Recently, when I went home, my cousin got me a guest check, like what people like write whatever your order is and stuff. Oh my god, it's so cute. I didn't even read it. It has like appetizer, soup, salad, entree, veggie. Oh my god, this is so cute. Anyway, the guest check just feels so soft. Like, let me do a little ASMR of it. Okay, hold on. Let me see if you can hear it. The paper fluttering through. My pen clicking. Yeah, it just feels really cool. So anyway, I'm excited about using this. But anyway, my point is about that is I'm going to write my little goals on here on my little guest server check so I can just get a head start on it. But I'm thinking 2025, what is it that I want to achieve? One, I would love to get another award for Prickly Pear Studio. I wrote that down in my journal last year, and it sure as hell is going in my journal again this year. I know we're going to expand, and I don't know exactly when at this time. Things have came up that I'm really excited about, but I feel a big expansion in that area, and I'm very excited. And 3, I want to get my life together in a way of like decluttering my digital footprint, my emails, things like that. That's something I want to do. And I know I'm going to be taking some classes. So really just getting bigger with permanent makeup and things like that. Like, I have some big goals and ways to achieve them. I got to wake up and practice in the mornings or on the weekends, permanent makeup, skill just doesn't happen or come with everything. You have to practice. And lately I've been spending a lot of time with classes and online, and I'm just super stoked to be doing this. I want to keep doing my paleo thing, and I actually want to start working out a bit more. I've been slacking on that part, but I've been eating pretty decent, so it is what it is, but I've been allowing myself time to rest as well, and that's something that I've been needing to learn, is allowing myself time to rest. So I'm ready to get back in the gym though. I'm ready to start lifting weights, so I think I'm going to start planning out a schedule, even if it is just calisthenics and my own body weight and doing things like that. I'm excited to get stronger, and that is the goal. It is not to have a six-pack or things like that. It is to get stronger, so I don't have to ask anyone to open a jar of pickles. Another goal I have is to start saying yes more and stop saying no to fun, because I'm a grandma and I tend to say no to a lot of things because it means it will cut into my sleep or I'll be up late and I got work the next day and things like that. My 20s are going by so fast. My half birthday is January 7th. I'm going to be 26 and a half. That's wild. I'm going to be towards the late 20s after July. I got shit to do. So I need to have some fun. I still have no kids, and I'm kind of okay, really happy about that because I'm just not ready for that yet. So the point is I need to start having fun and doing things with my friends and putting myself out there a little bit more as far as like maybe new groups or activities, or I don't know. I want to go to a pottery class. There's just so much to be done. I'm just rambling at this point, but there's so much to be done. Whatever it is your goal is for the year, goals, ideas, visions, write them down and start planning out how you're going to achieve them. And who knows, maybe soon enough, this podcast will also be on YouTube for you guys to watch me just babble. But we'll see. I believe that is all I have for this episode, though. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some insight. If you did, please send it to some friends, some family, share it, leave a review, star it, rate it, whatever it is. Follow us on A Magic You on Instagram or my personal page, Ulisa_C. And send me a text if you listen to this. There's a little link at the bottom of the show notes that you can send me some fan mail, like a message, just letting me know what's up. And let me know what you guys want to hear. I think I need to start speaking a little bit more about the business side of things, or not needing to, but I'm wanting to. And yeah, if that's something that you guys are into, just let me know. But get your colorful pencils, your pens, your good notebooks, start getting your goals down, and you got this. You got to believe in yourself. I believe in you, and you can do anything you put your mind to. So stop stopping yourself. Stop putting up these boundaries, or not even boundaries, these big walls that nobody is asking you to put up for yourself, because nothing is too big for you to achieve it. Okay? All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Get some fresh air. Take deep breaths. Meditate. Say your affirmations. Eat your healthy food. And I love you guys. Bye.